Now it's time for On Point, where we speak to experts to delve deeper into the biggest news stories in the spotlight right now. South Korean TV series are taking Netflix by storm. First, it was Squid Game, of course. Now it is the zombie thriller All of Us Are Dead. The show has been right at the top of the perch of Netflix's TV shows globally for 12 consecutive days since it hit the streaming platform on January 28th.
It's also enjoying tremendous success in other big markets, including Europe and Asia. For more on the success of the series, we are joined by Gabriela Silva, TV writer for Showbiz Cheatsheet. Good morning, Gabriela.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So firstly, are you a fan of the series, and why do you think international audiences seem to be enjoying this so much?
I am a fan of the series, and I was greatly impressed by it. And I think a part of the reason why audiences are enjoying it is because it's a relatively fresh take on zombies. K-drama zombies are fast-paced, they ramp up the tension, the fear factor, and they create an almost inescapable environment. And All of Us Are Dead had a coming-of-age story. Instead of adults as the focal point, it's teenagers. They're still children trying to figure things out. And in the end, they can't rely on the government or adults to really survive. So it's really just a great mashup of storylines.
Now, it's only natural that people are going to compare All of Us Are Dead with Squid Game, considering they're both South Korean shows. They both cover these dark dystopian themes and came out relatively close together on Netflix. I'm presuming you have seen Squid Game, like 99.9% of the world right now. How do you think All of Us Are Dead compares to that particular show?
I think making comparisons is correct. They're both survival K-dramas that kind of test humanity or humans in the face of danger and whether or not you have what it takes to survive, as well as testing how far someone is willing to go to be able to live another day. And I think that's the essence of what both of them are, is seeing how humanity reacts to these type of situations.
But a lot of South Korean shows are enjoying success on Netflix, that they kind of share similar themes. Do you think international audiences now expect these darker issues to be explored in Korean series now? And do you think Korean series on a lighter topic will equally, with good writing, direction, and acting, would do as well as Squid Game and All of Us Are Dead?
I personally don't believe it's an expectation. It's just that I think these two K-dramas kind of opened the eyes of international audiences of what K-dramas are capable of portraying on screen with their storylines. There have been so many K-dramas that deal with these dark issues, whether it's corruption in the police force or corruption in a company or things like age gap, relationships, or things like social classes. These are topics that many K-dramas have explored on a grander scale or in minuscule storylines. And I think it's still inevitable that K-dramas that are lighter in topic, whether it's like romances or thrillers or things of comedy, they still find a way to discuss these societal issues. And they still have great success. Like Netflix's Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, there's a character who deals with past trauma, or a worker who does not want to work in an environment where their boss cares more for money than they do of the patient's well-being.
Right, I suppose it's true. I mean, if something is good and entertaining, regardless of what themes it covers, it's still going to be very popular. I presume you're in the United States, Gabriela?
Yes, I am.
So are you and your friends, like, I don't know whether you've always been a fan of Korean content, but maybe your wider social circle, are they watching things like Squid Game and All of Us Are Dead and then thinking, you know what, I want to watch some more Korean content, maybe movies like Old Boy or Memories of Murder? Maybe they've already seen those. But do you think they are on the lookout for quality Korean entertainment that might not necessarily be on Netflix?
Yes, I've been a fan of K-dramas for a few years now, and the conversation surrounding K-dramas has drastically changed since the popularity of Squid Game and All of Us Are Dead. And it's created, like, I have coworkers and friends who have never seen a K-drama in their life come up to me and talk to me about Squid Game in depth and in detail, and asking for recommendations of what to watch because they been open to this new world of profound storylines and riveting content that's just not subjugated to Hollywood. And with the rise of K content, these things become much more obvious, and people do want more to see what else South Korea has to offer, whether it's Oh Boy or Memoirs of Murder, or even Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. And his comment that once you pass those that 2-inch subtitle barrier, you're open to this incredible world. And that's part of what K-dramas have done, and K content in general has done, like K-pop or BTS or whatever the case may be from Korea. So it's created like this incredible worldwide fan base that people now are accepting of.
All right. Let's look forward for more well-made K-dramas to come. Thank you so much for your time, Gabriela.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.